Hello and welcome along. Today on Lawfolds, we are doing some forestry work. More specifically, we are harvesting poplars. So, we have hired the New Holland header for this. It is, if I can find it, the New Holland 130 FB. It's the only poplar harvesting header in the game. Otherwise, I would have very happily grabbed a class one. But yeah, we're putting the New Holland one on here. And we are going to go and do field 27, which has most of the field ready for harvesting. So we'll start up our forage harvester. And we will head to meet our JCB. Now, I had hoped that I could connect the IT runner up to this. I don't think it's possible. We don't have a PTO, so I think it would have issues. We might give it a quick try, just see if it works, but there is no PTO on this, so... If it doesn't work, we have lost nothing. But I don't think it will. Oh, it does work. Oh. Okay. So we will do this. Does it do the... Wow. Don't know how realistic this is, but it is useful. Right, so turn it on, and we'll give it a go. We are doing wood chips. Quite nicely doing wood chips here. Excellent. Change things. So I don't know how quickly this will fill up. Because we're using the IT runner and the IT runner can drop the trailer quite easily, I'm very tempted not to disconnect it at all and just grab our second IT runner and unhook this trailer, or unhook the tipper. I don't know how well that would work. Oh, we can just about make that turn. We're also making it quite quickly through this. It'll be interesting to see how much of this field we get through this episode. The plan is very much, if we don't get to finish all of this by the end of this episode, we will continue it in the live stream. So we'll see how we go. We'll see how we do. But Yeah, this is working. This is working really well. Now, storage for these. I think we're going to use one of the sheds down at the cows for it. There's quite a lot of storage available down there. We're not going to sell wood chips straight away. And this is because in general, if we have a look, their price in general tends to be fairly awful. Where are we? So wood chips. Wool is at an all-time high. Wow. Wood chips, there we go. So 486. Actually, is quite good for once. But I like to try and wait for a high demand with wood chips. But I've had much worse prices than that for wood chips, so... kind of think we might want to reverse which way we're going, because we seem to have more turning space on the other row. So we might have to miss a row and come back for it later. These rows seem to do about 25% of this dumper all the time, each time. That's quite cool. Maybe we can get a similar shot of it from the front. Yeah, we can. No, it's firing a little higher. We went a bit wonky at the end here. Yeah, I think it's going to be in our best interest to miss a row and come back for it later. Or just drive to the other end and start over. Simply because we do have a little bit of an insert at each end where it's easier for us to turn, so... I'm hoping we're at 82%. I'm hoping we're going to get the whole way down the other end. Our Massey Ferguson has finished replanting our sunflowers. That's good. We can speed up time a little bit now, because we still have one day of spring to go, so we might as well get it moving forwards. Oh, we are at 91%. Excellent. I will probably take the forage out, drop the trailer at this end then, at the end of this run. And then the next, and then take the forage harvester up the other end to begin the next run from there. 97. 98. 99. Oh, there we go. 100 just at the end. Whoops. There we are. So take this down back down the other end. And that way we will get in the right position for what we are trying to do, which is excellent. And on our way through, we will sort out our Massey Ferguson that's finished. No, we've missed slightly. There we go. Right, so we're taking this down to our cows. And we're going to store wood chips in one of the sheds down there. I don't think there's anywhere near the sheep to store them, and there's certainly nowhere around here to store it. We don't have a spare shed up at the main farm. So we will get quite a lot of wood chips off this. Our Massey is finished at that top corner. There we go. Yeah, cows need more grass by the looks of things. But the cows are at least being slightly productive now. So, looking at our sheds, the easiest for us to later load from is going to be one of these big ones. I don't think... Yeah, that's a workshop. Ah, actually, we have one around the end here. Well, that's not going to be so easy to load from, I don't think. Nope. Okay. So that answers that question. We will go and put them in the middle shed here. This is almost a second... Well, it is a second yard, but you could almost put the entire farm down here. It's quite a big second farm area. Useful for storage of forestry stuff, I think, but... There we go. Go right up to the back. There we are. Interesting. It's not tipping very high. I find that the tippers sometimes do this. Come on, you can go higher than that. I think we're going to have to get a shovel in here to pile this up higher. There we go. That's alright. We'll head back to the field now and switch back into the forage harvester. I'm actually quite amazed how much we're getting off the poplars. If we can get 400, 500 pounds for every 1,000 litres, I think we just tipped 18,000. So that's £9,000 for that. We have an awful lot of field left. And if we have that much field left, we are going to, we're going to make a fair amount of the poplars. More than I expected. However, we would need to make an awful lot to justify hiring a forage harvester. I mean, it's 2,000 for the header. I'm intrigued to know how much it would be to hire a forage harvester. So obviously we don't need to, because we've set the map up with one. Because we have more use for it than just with the poplars. Right, move our tractor out of the way. And away we go again. Now, before I get too far into this, I did say we are going to stop our Massey Ferguson. There it is. So we'll stop that. Need to start the engine. There we go. Right, so I think in this episode we will probably get 2 loads off of our forage harvester. Which isn't going to make that big a dent in the field, but is going to give us an indication of sort of how well this does and how well we're doing. We will finish this off in the live stream this evening, so we will continue doing poplars in that, and hopefully my plan for the live stream will be doing poplars and getting the rest of our grass collected, because both those things are things that need doing. And both of them are sort of forage harvester things, so we'll hopefully get that all done with that. And then I think our next episode on here, or the next episode on here next week, will probably be doing some animal work. Again, we our cows do need more food. Especially there we go. Yeah, so 27%. So it's about... We are going to have to watch it then, because when we get to near the end, I think we lost a few last time because it cut out just before, or it got full just before the end. So I'm going to do a stop at 100%, which will work with a trailer attached to our forage harvester. And we should get 2 trailerfuls out this episode, which is great, which is perfect. A nice introduction and showing off doing poplars. Just having a look around this this forage harvester, which we haven't done. Oh wow! Have the mobile there, and this is a really well done mod. This forage harvester. It's I really like it. It's a type of forage harvester that I've seen in the UK quite a bit. So it's good to have that. There we go. We did take a little bit out from that previous row then. What are we up to? We are up to 54%, so we should be full near the end of the next row. Which should work quite well. Quite a bit of field to go. But then worth a lot of money. Surprisingly large amount of money. And on a great demand, it might be worth an awful lot more. Just then got to we're going to have to buy the equipment then to load it up. Again, that's okay. So we are at 76%, 77%. Yeah, we are going to get full before the end of the next row. So the interesting thing is, I've actually planted these twice the space that you would normally plant them apart. So instead of a 2 meter gap, we've got a 4 meter gap between them. So if these were more densely planted, we would make even more money off them, which is actually quite amazing. Poplars can be very far more worth far more money than I'd have expected, which does kind of make sense, but wow. There we go. We'll back up. And we need to drop the right bit off. There we go. We'll turn that off. Head over to our JCB. There we are. And off we head. So we will go get these tipped and bring it all back to the field. And that will probably be where we end the episode. I'm impressed with Poplars. I thought they were gonna be something of a loss money wise, even but even planting them as I have, with a lot of space between them, we're going to make money on them by quite a way. I mean, we do own the forage harvester, and hiring. Well, while we're on our way back here, how much does hiring a forage harvester cost? So if we took the smallest, the Russell Mash, and hired that, that's 20,000. To hire the largest, which is the New Holland, that would cost us 32,000. And to hire the one we actually have would cost us 18. Actually, this is the smallest. That's all kinds of interesting. So, to hire the one that we have to do this job, this load marks roughly the amount that you would have to get to make money from it. It'd be a little bit more. It'd be about 20. It might be about 21. So the end of the next load, certainly, we would have enough money to have paid for hiring the equipment. That means the rest of that field would be profit, which is actually, that's really quite interesting, especially considering that, as I said, we've only planted them. We've planted them double spaced. Wow. I don't think that would have been the case though on previous map we did, because we're on Lawfolds. Losberg. I don't think that would have been the case on Losberg, because Losberg paid half as much, I think, for wood chips. So you'd have had to done 5 loads before you made your money back, but on a field this size, you'd have still made 5 loads. Try not to tag the light. There we go. And of course we're using the dumper on this, which only holds 18,000 compared to our grain trailer that holds a lot more. But I think it's more realistic and more accurate to use the dumper for wood chips. I wonder if he's planted something in those sunflowers that we that we ploughed up. Yeah, we're going to have some dead sunflowers in amongst our new ones when they grow. It missed the corners a little bit. I think we got the same thing in our soybean field. Right, so get this back to the field and back onto our harvester. Had actually gone up the road and and to the top gate, but never mind. There we go. Back this up. And all that remains for me to say is thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel. I will see you next time. Goodbye.